Greetings, Jeffrey Guterman here, Strat-O-Matic Network. And it is the New York Mets at the Cincinnati Reds, first of a two-game series. This is dated April 24 in our 1962 replay. Starting for the Mets, Craig Anderson, he's 1-0, and we have an early bird who just flew in. And for the Reds, Sammy Ellis, he has no record. They are both right-handers. And let's look at our lineups. For the Mets, it's Felix Mantilla leading off at third. Chacon, good morning Stack. Chacon at short. Bell in right. Thomas in left. Boucher at first. Neal at second. Bobby Smith, non-carded, in center. Cannizzaro catching, and Craig Anderson the pitcher. Again, he's 1-0. For the Reds, it's Blasingame at second, Casco at third, Pinson in center, Frank Robinson in right, Coleman at first, Post in left, Edwards catching, Cardenas at short, and pitching and batting ninth, Sammy Ellis. And let's just get right underway here. We're in Crosley Field. The Reds take the field. Sammy Ellis on the mound, and leading it off is Felix Mantilla. Mantilla steps in the batter's box. Ellis is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's a 5-6 right-handed, triple 1-3. It's a base hit for Mantilla to lead it off for the Mets. Mantilla with a 5-6 right-handed base hit. Mantilla 1-15, 1-13. Not being held. Here's Elio Chacon. One 5, and he walked him. So the Mets have first and second, nobody out here. In the top of the first, just underway. Mets come into this 4-6, 3 games out. Reds are 6-7, 2.5 games behind first. Okay, Gus Bell is the batter. First and second, nobody out. Ellis throws 2-6 right-handed. There's a base hit up the middle. This might score Mantilla. There's Mantilla rounding 1-12, 1-14, 1-15, 1-13. He will hold with no outs. Bases are loaded now. Infield back for Thomas. Frank Thomas at the plate. Here's the pitch, 2-10. It's a ballpark blast. It's a re-roll is what it is. Foul ball. Pitch to Thomas again. 1-5, and he struck him out. That's one away. Infield staying back. Don't leave the bases loaded, Mets. Ed Boucher steps in, left-handed hitter. 2-11. There's another ballpark blast. And that is out deep to right field. That's deep enough, though, for Mantilla to tag. Robinson makes the catch in right. And Mantilla tags up. And the Mets score the first run of the ball game. So at least they get a run there. First on second, 2 outs. And here's Charlie Neal. Outside for a ball to Neal. Oh. 6-3, right-handed. There's another ballpark blast. Neal has the power, and it's gone. A 3-run home run for Charlie Neal. Look at it again, 6-3, right-handed ballpark blast off Ellis. He's got end power. It was a 6, it's 11 out there. A 3-run home run for Charlie Neal. And it's 4-0. Charlie Neal. Mets come out hitting here. That is the 3rd home run of the year for Neal. Ellis has a 6.75 ERA. He only pitched 28 innings. I guess this is the reason why. It's 4-0 Mets, and here's Bobby Smith non-carded. Smith steps in. Got him from the card viewer. Right-handed hitter, 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Ellis. That's 3-5, right-handed, double 1 to 16. It's a double for Smith. My goodness. And here's Chris Cannizzaro. His action in the Reds bullpen. 5-5, right-handed, grounds it to short, our first X. Cardenas 323. 5-3, throws him out. And the side is finally retired. But after 4 runs for the Mets, on 4 hits, including the 3-run home run by Charlie Neal, after a half an inning, it's the New York Mets 4 and the Cincinnati Reds are coming up. Quite a start for the Mets. Craig Anderson takes the mound for the New York Mets. And leading it off for the Reds is Don Blasingame. .26 right-handed base hit, Blasingame. Blasingame is on. And Eddie Casco, the batter. Anderson has a very good move, -5 with Cannizzaro. 4-3 right-handed, flies it to right X. Bell 3-5, getting under that. 3-5, and he makes the catch. Blasingame holds. 1 out, and here's Veda Pinson. Anderson from the stretch. The pitch to Pinson. 1-9. That's right-handed. Grounds it to first. Boucher throws it to second for 1, and then back to Boucher for the double play. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit. The leadoff single by Blasingame. Doubled up, none left. We've gone an inning. It's 4-0 Mets. Top of the second now. Ellis will face Anderson, the pitcher. Mets scored 4 runs in the first. 8 batters came up. Anderson leads it off. That's 1-6, struck him out. Second strikeout for Sammy Ellis. Now Mantilla singled and scored last inning. 5-10, right-handed, single 1-2, lines it to short, 2 outs. And Elio Chacon is the batter. .3-5, right-handed, struck him out. So there's quite a contrast from the first inning as Ellis retires the Mets in order. Bottom of the second now. Anderson on the mound. Frank Robinson to lead it off. 3-6, right-handed, single 1-18, goes through. Another leadoff single for the Reds. Robinson is on. Not being held. He's got the lead. He's 1-10. Here's Gordy Coleman. 6-9, left-handed, flies it to right for Bell, who's under it, makes the catch. Robinson holds. 1 out for Wally Post. .212, right-handed, grounds it to first. And Boucher takes it to the bag. Robinson advances to second. 2 outs, Robinson in scoring position. And that is a clutch situation here for Edwards now. Oh. 5-9, left-handed, fly ball left. And under that is Frank Thomas. And the side is retired. So no runs allowed. 1 hit, the single to Robinson. Left on, and after 2, it's still 4-0 Mets. Ellis takes the mound. Gus Bell leads it off, top of the third. .25, right-handed, double 1-15. It's a double for Bell. He's 2 for 2 now. That'll bring up Frank Thomas. 5-9, right-handed, struck him out. That's the 4th strikeout for Sammy Ellis. 1 out with Bell in scoring position. Boucher at the plate. 4-5, left-handed, struck him out. That's 5 for Ellis. And Charlie Neal is the batter. .411, right-handed, fly ball right field X for Frank Robinson. 2-2. 17, he makes the catch. And the side is retired, no runs. The leadoff double by Bell, left on. It's still 4-0 Mets. Craig Anderson is the pitcher. Leading it off for the Reds in the bottom of the third is Leo Cardenas. It's really Cardenas, but I have a little trouble remembering that. Here's the pitch, 4-8, right-handed, walked him. So Leo Cardenas on first, not being held. Here's Sammy Ellis now, D bunter. Look for him to swing away. They're going to let him hit. 1-8, and he struck him out. That's the first strikeout for Anderson. One down. Here's Blasingame. Three five. Right-handed, single 1-3. It's a liner to second, caught by Neal. 2 outs. And Eddie Casco is the batter. .610, right-handed, ballpark slash. 11, it goes through for a base hit. Going to second and holding is Cardenas. It's first on second, 2 outs for Veda Pinson. It's a clutch situation. Here's Anderson now. 310. That's a ballpark blast. Oh, but it's 17. It's a long fly to right, caught by Bell, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, and 2 left. Again, 310 blast. It's 1-11 out there. No runs, again, 1 hit, a walk, 2 left. We are after 3 here in a 4-0 ball game. Okay, Ellis takes the mound again, top of the 4th, and Bobby Smith, non-carded with the card viewer, steps in. He's a right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch, 5-4. It's a grounder to short X. Cardenas, 323. 5-3, throws him out. Smith retired. And here's Chris Cannizzaro. .59, right-handed, struck him out. So it looks like Ellis has largely calmed down, settled down. Here's Anderson now. With 2 outs, nobody on. He struck out in the second. 5-5, right-handed, grounder to short. Cardenas, 323. 2-3, that's going to go through for a base hit. Cardenas could not get it, so it's a single for Anderson with 2 outs. And here's Felix Mantilla. .56, right-handed, triple 1-3. It's a base hit for Mantilla. Anderson rounds second, goes to third. And Chacon will come up in a clutch situation. 5-6, that was a base hit. Here's Chacon. And the pitch from Ellis, 5-4, right-handed, grounds it to short X. Cardenas, 323. Oh, again, 2-3, goes through for the base hits for Chacon. Anderson scores, and Mantilla goes to third. 3 singles here in the 4th for the Mets. Anderson comes in, it's 5-0. First and third, 2 outs. Gus Bell, the batter. Whoa! There it is. It's a 4. Oh, Lord. 110 grounds it to second base for Blasingame, and he throws it to Coleman at first. The side is out, but another run for the Mets on 3 consecutive singles. 2 were left on, and in the middle of the 4th, it's 5-0 New York Mets. Here's Anderson facing Robinson in the bottom of the 4th. The windup and the pitch, 2-7 right-handed, grounds it to second for Neal, and he throws to Boucher, 1 out. Now Gordy Coleman steps in. 210, home run 1-17. It's a long one to right field, and it's gone. Gordy Coleman has connected off an Anderson fastball to make it a 5-1 ball game. Let's look at it again. 210 right-handed. There it is. Home run 1-17, and it was an 11. He had 28 home runs real world. That is the first home run of the season for Gordy Coleman. And that'll bring up Wally Post with 1 out and nobody on. 5-7 right-handed, grounds it to second X. Blasingame, 322-10. I'm sorry, Neal, 326-10. That'll be an E26 roll. And he boots it for an error. It's an error for Charlie Neal at second. Post is on first with Edwards at the plate. Post 1-20, 1-15, not being held, not even trying. Here's Edwards now at the plate. 4-2 left-handed. That's a ballpark blast. Hit well, and that one, oh, what a catch by Gus Bell in right field. 2 away. Oh, right at the fence. Look at it again. 4-2 left-handed. A ballpark blast. That's all ignored after that. It's a 1-11 both sides. It was a 12. That's a beautiful catch by Gus Bell out in right. 2 away. And here's Leo Cardenas with Post on first, 2 down. 5-6 right-handed, fly ball center for Smith. Bobby Smith makes the catch, and the side is retired. There was 1 run on the solo home run by Gordy Coleman, his first of the year. After 4, it's 5-1 Mets. Sammy Ellis takes the mound. This might be his final inning. His first endurance is the 4th. He has reached fatigue. Oh my goodness. I'm going to see if he can pitch this inning with fatigue. He reached fatigue. I did not realize his first endurance is in the 4th, and he allowed 3 hits. We'll see how he fares. Get 1 more inning out of him as he's due up first in the bottom of the 5th. 3-6, single 1 A line at a third, 1 out. Again, anything with a dot is a single 2 asterisks. Here's Ed Boucher. 1 out, nobody on. 5-11, left-handed, grounds it back to Ellis. He's a 451. That's 12-4. That will be an E51 roll. Wow. 3-12, that's an error. It's an error all around. And that's a 1 base error. He did have a split chance on the 2. So it's fumbled by Ellis. First Reds error. Boucher is on first, and here's Charlie Neal again. 1 for 2, 3-run home run, and flew to right. 6-4, right-handed, catcher X. Edwards, 214, 2-4. That's 16-2, pass ball, followed by a pop out. So a passed ball by Edwards. That puts Boucher in scoring position with 2 down, and Bobby Smith, non-carded, right-handed hitter. And the pitch, 4-7, right-handed, single 1-5, lines it to third, caught by Casco, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, the error by Boucher. Reached on the error, Boucher did. The error by Ellis. We've gone about halfway here. It's 5-1 Mets. We'll take a break. And come back in just a couple minutes here to continue this ball game. I'm Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Network. Well, we're back, and it is a 5-1 ball game. Mets out ahead. Anderson comes out. There will be a hitter for Ellis, who's reached fatigue already. He pitched 5 innings, allowed 8 hits. He walked 1, struck out 6, and allowed 5 runs. Mo Drabowski, who pitched in this game in real world, will come in next inning to face the Mets. And let's see who's going to hit. Drabowski -2, -3 hold. And Drabowski comes in with a record of 1-1. The Reds won this game 7-3 in real world. Marty Keough will be the batter. Marty Keough, a left-handed hitter, has been called on to pinch hit here. So Keough steps in. Here's Anderson now. The windup and the pitch to Keough. That's 1-4. Oh, and he hit him. Hit by pitch. Keough takes first. Keough 1-15. Again, not being held, not going with that -5 on Anderson. Keough is on. And Don Blasingame is the batter. Here's Anderson from the stretch. 2-9 right-handed, triple 1-9, and that's a triple. Oh, boy, did he belt that. Keough scores. And it's a 5-2 ball game. Look at it again. Blasingame 2-9 right-handed, triple 1-9, and it was a 9. Now Blasingame on third. Infield comes in for Casco. .29 right-handed, grounds it to second with the infield in, runner on third. C, he will hold him. It was 2-9, grounded to second. Neal checked Blasingame and held him, 1 out. And here's Pinson, infield still in. .39, struck him out. Oh, that was a big strikeout for Anderson. Second of the game on a 3-9 right-handed. And lots of ring wear for the Mets. Anderson trying to keep the lead. Frank Robinson, the batter. It's a 5-2 ball game. Blasingame on third, 2 outs. Here's Anderson. The pitch to Robinson. That is 6-4 right-handed, walked him. So it's first and third, 2 outs for Gordy Coleman. He homered a solo blast in the fourth. He's up now in a clutch situation. Anderson from the stretch. Pitch to Coleman, 1-5, right-handed, struck him out. Oh, Anderson comes through. There was one run, though, on a hit by pitch, then the triple by Blasingame. Robinson left on base after 5. It's a 5-2 game. Well, here's Mo Drabowski, who's in for Ellis. Drabowski taking his warm-ups. Top of the 6th. And Chris Cannizzaro leads it off for the Mets. Anderson out on deck. His first endurance was the 5th, and he is charged with a triple and a walk related to endurance. Pitch to Cannizzaro, 6-8, right-handed, walked him. So Cannizzaro is on, and here comes Anderson, a B bunter. Infield in, he's a C bunter now. He lays it down, it's hit to third. That's a 9C. Strike 2, he fouls it off in the bunt. And so it's a full count, 3-2 on Anderson. He's swinging away, 6-3. Right-handed, flies it to left. And under that is Post to make the catch. Cannizzaro holds at first, 1 out. Here's Mantilla. 2 for 3 today, Mantilla. Six, right-handed, struck him out. First strikeout for Drabowski, 2 outs. And here's Elio Chacon. 5-6, right-handed, pops it up to short for Cardenas. And he makes the catch. The side is retired. Drabowski allows no runs, the walk, and that was it. Left on base, middle of the 6th, 5-2 Mets. Here's Anderson now. Any combination of 2 hits, walks, and he is fatigued. Let's see if he can refresh his endurance. Here's Wally Post leading it off. 1-6, struck him out. Number 4 for Anderson. Now here's Johnny Edwards. Edwards 0 for 2. Flew to left, flew to right. 1 out, nobody on. There's the pitch for 2, left-handed, ballpark blast. It's hit deep to right. Back to the wall goes Bell, and he makes the catch. 2 outs. On a 1911 home run. And here's Leo Cardenas. And the pitch, 3-11 right-handed, single 1-10, that goes through. So it's a base hit. And they'll let Drabowski hit in this situation. Keep him in with 2 outs. He is a 1 WR. Here's Anderson. 5-10, right-handed, grounds to short X. Chacon 434, that's 16. And he throws him out. Nice play by Elio Chacon, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, 1 hit. The single by Cardenas left on base. We've gone 6. It's 5-2 Mets over the Reds. Drabowski on the mound. This is his second inning of relief. His first endurance would be his fourth inning. Gus Bell leading it off 2 for 3. Singled and doubled. Here's Drabowski. 3-7. Right-handed single 1 to 14 goes through. So Bell with his third hit today. Now Frank Thomas the batter. 3-6 right-handed single 1 lines it to third, 1 away. And now Ed Boucher steps in. Boucher 0 for 2. A sacrifice fly struck out and reached on the error by Ellis. 1-4, and he walked him. First and second with 1 out. And Charlie Neal comes up. He had that big 3-run home run. Drabowski from the stretch. He gets the sign from Edwards. Pitch to Neal, 3-7, right-handed, flies it to left. And under it is Post to make the catch. Runners hold. 2 outs. And here's Bobby Smith, non-carded. I just use this as a placeholder. From the card viewer. Pitch to Smith, 1-8, right-handed. And he grounds it back to Drabowski. He fields it and throws it to Coleman at first. The side is retired. No runs. 1 hit, a walk, 2 left. We move to the bottom of the 7th. Anderson has gone all the way, and he has refreshed endurance. It'll be the top of the order Blasingame. 2 for 3 today. Anderson into his windup to pitch to Blasingame. 3-7 right-handed, grounds it to first, and Boucher takes it to the bag, 1 away. Now Eddie Casco, 1 for 3. 1-7 right-handed, base hit up the middle for Casco. That's thrown back by Bobby Smith. Casco is on. Not being held. Here's Veda Pinson. 6-8, left-handed, walked him. So Anderson now is again 1 hit or walk away from fatigue. Action in the Mets bullpen. First and second, 1 out. Here's Robinson, 1 for 2, singled and walked. Anderson looks in, he gets the sign. The pitch to Robinson. 4-7 right-handed, single 1 to 12, goes through. Base hit, and Casco has to hold at third, and here's Casey Stengel coming out to talk to Anderson. That's going to be it for Anderson. Anderson is being removed. We'll have a little break in the action. He pitched 6 1/3 innings. Allowed 8 hits. He walked 3, hit 1, struck out 4, and he's allowed 2 runs thus far, but he leaves bases loaded, 1 out. And let's see who's going to come in. Look, these are some of the people who pitched. I even picked up Clem Labine, who's not carded. I don't have to go with all of this, but I can, and it helps. It's going to be Ken McKenzie, the left-hander. Ken McKenzie. The left-hander coming in. Ken McKenzie, a -2, -3 holds. McKenzie has a record of 0-1, no wins and 1 loss. And he's taking his warm-ups now. In a very tight situation. It's bases full, 1 out in a 5-2 game. Robinson, the tying run on first, and coming up is Gordy Coleman. He is the go-ahead run. Bases full, infield back to avoid a big inning. McKenzie is ready. This is lefty-lefty. Pitch to Coleman. Hello, Dennis. 6'3", left-handed, flies it to left X. This might at least tag a run. Uh-oh, Thomas 5'12". 25, it's a double for Coleman. Thomas couldn't get to it. Casco scores. Pinson scores. Robinson to third. It's a 5-4 ball game now. The real Mets have shown up. Second and third, 1 out. Here's Wally Post. Now the infield comes in on Post. McKenzie and the pitch, 4-5, right-handed, grounds it to short for Chacon, 434, 18-4. Ground ball B with the infield in, second and third. Batter safe, leading thrown out. 4-5. Oh, wait a minute. I think I made the error and didn't do the roll. Oh, yeah, B. No, I did the roll. So it's 6-2. Thrown to Canizero for the second out. Post is safe. Actually, this is the out. And Coleman goes to third. Please excuse me. Now what we want to do is just do a replay to make sure we got that right and that we were reading off the X chart. That's going to make it a 5-4 ball game. First and third, 2 outs with Edwards coming up, but we go into replay mode here, if you will. If you will. I don't have to go with all of this, but Chiation, lefty. Scores, Pinson scores. Robinson to third. It's a 5-4 ball game now. Now the infield comes in on Post. The infield was in. McKenzie and the pitch, 4-5, right-handed, grounds it to short. Yeah. For Chacon, 434, 18-4. Ground ball B. Yeah, it was right off the chart. Infield in. So we're good. Second and third. We're good to go. Batter safe, leading thrown out. 4-5. So it's 2 outs, first and third. And Edwards at the plate. Here's McKenzie trying to get the Mets out of this. 3-7 walked him. 3-7 grounds it to second. And it's Charlie Neal throwing it to Boucher, and the side is out. There were 2 runs, though, on 3 hits and a walk. 2 were left on. And after 7, it's a 5-4 ball game. Anderson, by the way, gets charged with 4 runs. He's the winner of record, and McKenzie actually can get the save. Ellis the loser of record. Here's Drabowski, top of the 8th for the Mets. Cannizzaro at the plate. Here's McKenzie out on deck. 2-5 right-handed, struck him out. First strikeout for Drabowski. Actually, this is Drabowski's 3rd inning. That's his 2nd strikeout. And Ken McKenzie coming up. A 1 WR. They're going to keep him in. See how he fares. His endurance is 4. A 1 WR. 210, walked him. He hits the only non-out on the pitcher 1 card. McKenzie on first, 1 out. We're going to check to see if he's got a special running rating. No. So he's 1 to 10 running. Here's Felix Mantilla. Pitch from Drabowski, 4-8 right-handed. Base hit up the middle for Mantilla, his 3rd hit of the game. McKenzie goes to second and holds. First and second, 1 out. And here's Elio Chacon. 5-8 right-handed, grounds it to second X. For a Blasting game, 322. That's 23 on first and third A. 2. He turns the double play and the side is retired. We'll score that 4-6-3. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, and 1 left. We're in the middle of the 8th. Ken McKenzie on the mound, trying to save this for the Mets. It's 5-4, New York over Cincinnati. Leo Cardenas leads it off. Drabowski is not coming out. There'll probably be a hitter for him. Here's the pitch to Cardenas, 3-6, fly, struck him out. First strikeout for McKenzie. There will be a hitter for Drabowski. Drabowski pitched 3 innings. Allowed 1 hit. He walked 3, struck out 2, and he allowed no runs. So he did a fine job there. Jerry Lynch is a left-hander. I'm not going to use him. Lord. Hank Foyles will come in to pinch hit. Let's see who's going to come in next inning in a tight ball game. It will be Bill Henry, I believe. Let's see who else I might bring in. I'll bring in Brosnan. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Brosnan looks good. He is a right-hander. He has a record of 1-1. He'd be a 0 -1. Here's Foils facing McKenzie, 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 8th. That's 2-8, and he struck him out. Second strikeout for McKenzie. And it's Blasingame, top of the order. Okay, McKenzie into his windup, and the pitch to Blasingame. That's 1-7, left-handed, flies it to center for Bobby Smith. He makes the catch. 1-2-3 for McKenzie. And we're heading to the 9th. It's Brosnan on the mound now. Gus Bell to lead it off for the Mets. Mets lead it 5-4. 1-6, right-handed, lines it to second. Caught by Blasingame, 1 out. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it'll be the heart of the order. Casco, Pinson, and Robinson. Then Coleman. Here's the pitch to Thomas. 2-5. Double 1-8. It's a base hit for Frank Thomas. Thomas is on. Here's Ed Boucher. 1-7, grounds it to first, and that's an inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We are heading to the bottom of the 9th, and Ken McKenzie, who's pitched 1 2/3, will be in there to save it. We're going to take a break for 2 or 3 minutes, and we will be back. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. Well, we're back, and the Mets trying to hold on here. Bottom of the ninth, heart of the order, Ken McKenzie, who came in for the fatigued Craig Anderson. Anderson, the winner of record. McKenzie for the save, and leading it off will be Eddie Casco. Okay, Casco steps in the batter's box. Here's McKenzie and the pitch. That's 1-9, and that's a base hit for Casco. A leadoff single. He's the tying run. Not being held. Here's Veda Pinson now. 3-5. Oh my. 3-5. It's a drive hit out to left. This might score Casco. It's a double for Pinson. Casco rounding third. 1-15. Out to left. Oh, shit. We should have taken Thomas out. But he's a +2. Casco 1-15, 1-17, no hold 1-18. He's coming home. And they're going to let him score to avoid the winning run going to third. My goodness. Now we're going to see about better late than never taking him out. In left field. Jim Hickman, a 2, comes in to replace Frank Thomas. Better late than never. Hickman is now playing left field. Pinson is on second with no outs. And they're going to walk Frank Robinson. That's my guy playing left. It's first and second, nobody out. They walked Robinson. Here's Gordy Coleman now. McKenzie looks in. He gets the sign from Cannizzaro. The pitch to Coleman. 5'11", left-handed. That's a ballpark slash. That's going to be a 9. Left-handed. Oh, it's caught by the second baseman, Charlie Neal, and a beautiful catch. 1 out. Now here's Wally Post. McKenzie's trying to send this to extras. It's a 5-5 game. Pitch to Post, 1-8, left-handed. There's the ball game. It's a base hit. Pinson scores the winning run. The Reds win it 6-5. Wally Post with the game-winning single on a 1-8 left-handed. Tough loss for the Mets, and one of what will probably be many. Again, the final, Cincinnati 6, Mets 5. McKenzie gets the loss. He's 0-2. He came in, pitched 2 2/3. Actually, that's going to be 2/3 because of this out. So 2 1/3. 4 hits. He walked one. It was the intentional to Robinson. He struck out one, allowed 2 runs. The win goes to Brosnan, believe it or not. He's 1-2 now. Tough loss for the Mets. The final line read 6 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. Mets 5 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. Very close. Great game, Stack. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you to Lots of Ringwear and everybody else in the Strat-O-Matic network. I'm going to put this one in the books. I snuck this one in early. Had nothing to do. I'll try to find something to do until 2 p.m. We have the Kansas City Athletics at the Detroit Tigers. We hope to see you there. It will be Feister with no record for Kansas City and Don Mossy 1-0 for the Tigers. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, everybody. Stay strong, will you? Stay well. And I will catch you all next time.